Good morning and welcome to worship. It is Epiphany Sunday, and our sermon today is Don't Hesitate. Your heart shall thrill and rejoice, Isaiah foretold. This can be a difficult concept this time of year. Holiday fatigue has often taken over by now. Our hearts are less than thrilled and not up to rejoicing. We're tired from Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's and the bustle and hustle, even if we enjoyed it. Yet in scriptures, we are still rejoicing in our Christmas season. Today is Epiphany, like I said, and we hear the end of the Christmas story. Soon decorations will be packed, if they haven't already, leftovers consumed or tossed, lights taken down, most of us don't leave them up, and generally Christmas put away safely till next year. The world goes on, back to business from the holiday bustle. Unfortunately, usually business as usual. We rarely allow ourselves to be truly transformed by Christmas. The same holds for our scripture readings. Today concludes the Christmas story. It is a wonderful story of the wise men coming to welcome baby Jesus with gifts. But if we read on just a few verses, we know that the young life of Jesus is about to take a dark turn. Read on a few more verses, and we know that mothers will be inconsolable in the face of political power, lashing out in a hateful massacre of innocents. Fathers like Joseph will set out, probably in the dead of night, hiding with whatever they can carry on their backs, the kids included, and walk, most likely on foot, hundreds of miles to a whole other country, seeking refuge, fleeing persecution from corrupted power, and praying every step of the way that their child will have a chance to grow up. Their child will have a chance to see another day. That part of Jesus' story lurks just on the other side of today's reading. Just like the harsh realities in our times, hatred and persecution, financial stress and emotional labor, the systemic concerns for family, community, and world lurk outside these hallowed walls, beyond this sacred hour, lying in wait as the gleam of the new year wears off and reality sets back in. But today is the end of the Christmas story. Today, we are still wrapped in the hope, peace, joy, and love that culminate in the light of Christ, which shines in the darkness and is never overcome. We say that every Christmas tide. And by Epiphany, by the time we're wrapping up the holidays, it becomes far too easy every year to snuff that light out and falter as the lurking darkness presses back in. So a reminder for us, all from the pages of Holy Scripture today. Isaiah foretold, your heart shall thrill and rejoice. And a reminder too, from the more modern poet, Mary Oliver. If you suddenly feel and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give into it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has possibilities left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happened better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant love when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not meant to be a crumb. Or seasonal. I added that part. There are plenty of hesitations in life, and in many cases, rightfully so. Hesitation isn't always bad. It keeps us from walking off cliffs, taking medications we don't understand, or doing some other fool thing with our friends just because. Don't think, just do can literally be a killer. But if we use the brain God gave us, we will pause a moment to think before we do whatever it is we are being urged to do. And yet, how often do we use our hesitations, that fail-safe of life, when we discern with our hearts, when we reason with our brains, when we use all the tools God gives us to figure out our next steps, and in the process exercise too much caution, pause over long, and in our uncertainty let opportunity pass us by? It's a fine balance between responsible action and failing to seize the moment. Today's readings are a reminder that the time of waiting, the time of preparation, planning, and plotting through is past. In addition to foretelling our joy, Isaiah shouts, "Arise, shine." No mincing words. Get up and get noticed, for your light has come. The wise men didn't hesitate. Sure, it took them a while. Action isn't always instantaneous. Neither is gratification. But doing nothing will always produce precisely that, nothing. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as Wayne Gretzky has been known to say. And so we read that these wise ones didn't hesitate. They saw the star at its rising and off they went. They met a frightened King Herod, and still they pressed on. They saw the Christ child with his mother Mary and knelt down to honor him, bringing out gifts truly fit for a king. Then, with due warning of Herod's evil intent, off they went again in a different way. The wise men didn't hesitate, not once, to follow, to find, to trust their gut, to pay attention to dreams and intuition, to go home another way. They didn't hesitate, despite the state of the world, to fall to their knees, to give gifts and celebrate. Light doesn't hesitate. To glow, to grow, to reach out into the darkest corners as much as it can. It's why we rejoice in our souls that the days start to grow longer. It's why we keep lighting candles in the dark. Isaiah put his finger right on it. Arise, shine, for your light has come. You shall see and be radiant. Your heart shall thrill and rejoice. Don't hesitate. Arise. Your light has come. Rejoice. This is the Spirit's call to us. Obey. Maybe it sounds a lot like to see and be radiant for the Lord, but we can start small, just like the light, and grow from there. As Christmastide ends, keep the nativity out maybe a little bit longer, a reminder of Emmanuel, God with us. Keep a candle lit. And for fire safety, light, snuff, and relight regularly. Don't hesitate to see goodness in other people, in yourself. Feel joy no matter where it comes from. And be the light this world is desperately seeking. Follow the lead of the light of life. There's this cute little cartoon of gophers on the ground, and one is grinning and digging in the dirt, and the other has his arms crossed with an angry look on its face. Why are you so optimistic about 2026? What do you think it will bring? Everything is so messed up. The grinning friend replies, I think it will be flowers. Yeah, how come? Because I'm planting flowers. Start small and grow. Be the light so others can see the light. Arise, shine, get up, get noticed, or at least take notice. And here's an easy way to start. It's Epiphany. Follow the star, not just at the end of Christmas tide, but through the year with the star word. Now, those in Oak Hill, I will be bringing these next Sunday when I see you, but these are our star words. We did it last year in Minneapolis and Delphus, but I felt like I didn't explain it well. This sermon that I'm giving today comes from my friend, Pastor Phyllis in Emporia, with a few edits. She's the one who introduced me to this concept. Now, maybe you are eager for a new word. Maybe you're a tad weary. Maybe some of you are brand new to this. I love this idea of star words because they offer a way to frame whatever else is happening in the year in terms of God's guidance, Christ's light, and the Spirit's inspiration and grace. Some years go better or perhaps easier than others, both in the terms of Star Wars words and life swirling around us. Now, as of this recording, I haven't grabbed my star word yet. But when I come on Sunday to Oak Hill, there will be a star word that will be handed out to everyone. And if you lose yours, you can get another one. Or if you just can't get behind the word that you received this year, switch it out. Each star has a single word of faith written on it. Some of the words are good theological words like salvation, discipleship, evangelism, or faithfulness. Some are more practical words like listening, compassion, forgiveness, or helping. Some are broad concepts like justice, humor, wonder, or time. I encourage you to take your new word home and stick your star in a prominent place where you cannot miss it. For those who may have last year's word, put your new word up to last year's word or stick it on top. Then throughout the entirety of 2026 till the new star arises in 2027, do not hesitate to embrace your word as it guides you and your reflections, your prayers, and actions along this year's journey of faith and life. Like the wise wanderers of old, we are set upon a weird and winding road, but we know who leads us. We know whose star shines bright and goes before us. We know the unexpected joy of Christ's presence all around us. So thrill and rejoice. Arise and shine. Follow your star wherever God leads. Don't hesitate.